Me after putting the yogurt container in the sink and the spoon in the trash. When you peel the crusty layer of lip and blood doesn't come out. How's your mental health? Me, I can't believe it's gotten even worse. You find an absolute banger song. It only goes for 1.5 minutes. When I'm in a quiet room. My ears. The fastest things on earth. Cheetah. Airplane. Speed of light. Me after turning off my basement lights. The more you grow, the more you realize that nothing is more important than sleep. My favorite song's favorite part. Please turn right. Me when I make up fake scenarios in my head and end up hurting my own feelings. People after drinking no water for 20 years straight. Me after drinking no water for 2 hours. When you're about to say something, but then decide it's not worth the effort. I don't have a sleep schedule. I just pass out and hope I don't wake up. Same. Me being able to recognize each and every family member by the sound of their footsteps. Not sounding aggressive while not swearing. Not sounding aggressive while swearing. Sound aggressive while swearing. Sound aggressive while not swearing. The concept in my mind. After I draw it. Me taking a break from the internet on my computer to check out the internet on my phone. Me waiting for the toilet to fill up to flush again. When you feel that sudden sharp pain in the chest and think it's your time to die. Waking up feeling exhausted. 4 hours of sleep, 8 hours of sleep, 12 hours of sleep, 30 minutes of sleep. Nobody. My brain when I close my eyes in the shower. When you fall asleep in a car. Fast travel unlocked. Nobody. My ankle for no reason. Where does it hurt? Headache. Stomachache. It just does that sometimes. The cringe thing I did 10 years ago. My brain at 2 AM. Me solving questions in an exam. Me deciding which meme to send to someone depending on their meme knowledge. The scariest things on earth. The dark. Clowns. Sharks. Serial killers. Death. Telling the class one interesting thing about you. Me cleaning the dishes. The dishes. My shirt. How I saw bees as a kid. How I see bees as an adult. I will grant you 3 wishes. I wish for good times, to pass slow and bad times fast. Yeah, what the hell is up with that anyway? Good wish bro, you still have 3 wishes. Family, insults my interests, insults my weight, insults my friends. Me, distances from them. Family, you're always in your room, come spend time with us. Me. My parents in their 20s. I bet he'll grow up to do great things. Me in my 20s. If I cut sleeping I'll have more time for gaming and memes. When you find one of your old games and it gives you the same feeling as it did when you were a kid. Anyone. Don't do that. Me. That. Wearing the same underwear for 8 days straight. Wearing the same socks twice. Me during the argument. Me, later that day, realizing I was definitely wrong. This one sparks joy. This one does not spark joy. Me at 9 AM on a Saturday after 2 hours of sleep. Me at 9 AM on a Monday after 2 hours of sleep. When life is so boring that you start drawing memes. What gives people feelings of power, money, status, getting the water out of your ear? Girl walks up to me and says hi. My social skills. Oh no, Mesa disappearing. When you close the window 2 minutes too late on a summer evening. Hello Peter. When someone touches your neck with cold hands. POV, you just sat down and your mom asked you to do the dishes. When you plug the USB incorrectly on the first try. Hacker man.